Hi guys, welcome back to August Love Story, the channel. My name is Artieka.
And I'm Tommy.
And today we are reviewing Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 3. The episode is titled Music City Matrimony. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell. Elephant in the room, we are on location.
You wanted to say that for a while, wasn't it?
Nah, it just hit me. Like, they somewhere different.
We are on location.
Oh, goodness. I was about to say something's working wrong, but I'm good. So I'm going to start with the couple that I wrote the least about.
All right.
That's Nicole and Chris.
Yeah.
You wrote down something about the beginning of the episode that I'm completely missed. What was the first thing you wrote down?
He was being very communicative.
You say it again.
Communicative. Is that how you say that word? Communicative?
We're going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it.
Communicative. Yeah.
First thing I wrote was that Nicole talks to her people and she wonders about his limits and being nice. Did you have anything before that?
That was at the end.
That's why that's the first thing that I wrote down
man.
about
you
them.
You just missed everything with them.
All right.
Goodness. So I wrote down that both of them are talkers and they kissed.
Mm-hmm.
And her dad is he thought the process was really unusual.
Mm-hmm.
And used a lot.
He got him say, I used a lot of F-bombs.
Yeah, he used a lot of F-bombs. And, when she told him about this. So, I really didn't have a lot to say about them just because, honestly, man, they're pretty boring.
You was hating on I ain't had nothing to say until the end, but the stuff that you said in the middle.
Like, as I talk about it, it's like, man, it really wasn't much deep about them. They pretty much, she's coming into the situation thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna work really hard at trying to get this done. And then he's coming into the situation only wanting to be a people pleaser to her. And that was one of the things that she talked about with her friends, is that he may be too much of a people pleaser. And I'm paraphrasing, it's not what she said.
She wonders about his limits and being nice. That was what she said. And
I think, in my opinion, that's she's right.
Mm-hmm.
She was saying that she has limits, but his limits is she don't know where his limits are. And so it's a point where you do have to cut it off and you do have to say, hey, this is not going to work or this is not working for me.
It's way too early to be thinking about this.
Right. Yeah. You have to, for them, they have to learn to enjoy the day and enjoy the moment, because this person is a stranger and this person is somebody that you just met.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Nicole's dad sat down and talked to Chris, and he told her dad that he's putting a lot of faith into this process. And her dad just kept basically saying, I was hoping for something more traditional, but
man,
y'all got it.
Right. He kept saying that he wanted him to say the commitment. Basically, he wanted to say, hey, you're not going to hurt my daughter. But I mean, you look at the odds of this going through, I don't think he's going to hurt her in a manner of, I'm going to cheat on you, I'm going to hit you or anything like that. But they're going to get into it.
You can't control other parts of her.
Yeah, he's only going to respond to the things that she does.
Mm-hmm.
And even though a dad and his daughter is a special bond, it's a difference when you get into a relationship with that person. I would know my child, but I don't know my child to her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just however they congeal with each other, however their attitudes go. Only thing you can do as a dad at that point is ask, hey, don't hit her, don't cheat her.
Don't cheat her.
Yeah. It's pretty much all you can do, and just be honest and truthful to it,
Mm-hmm. The next thing I wrote, that their friends talked to him about sex that night. I wish we would find a new question to ask as friends because we the friends don't typically ask those types of questions.
Yeah. I feel like it's an assumption that they probably will. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? As the friend, I don't care if you have sex with your wife or not, but you know.
They both basically say no. And then he asked her about where the dogs sleep in the house. And she was like, the dog sleeps wherever he or she, I can't remember the gender of the dog, wants to sleep. And she was like, sometimes it's like on my face. Sometimes it's in the living room.
I was thinking to myself, don't she got a big dog?
I don't know, but
like it ain't no little pocketbook dog though.
I don't want
this
any.
The dog that she
I don't
was
want a
doing
big
the
dog or a
puppets
small
with, right?
dog, huh?
She was doing the puppets with the dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that wasn't no little dog.
I don't want a big dog or a small dog in my face when I sleep.
Right.
And this is coming from someone who has had a dog and doesn't mind dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the dog in my face when I sleep. Like, I'm not even saying the dog can't be in my room, but like,
just not
in my face is not where
right
but I don't want anything in my face. Not you, not a kid, not a dog.
Nah, I get it.
Like my pillow, that's it.
I get it.
They was kissing a lot before they went to bed.
Yeah, they were.
And that's pretty much it.
Yep. On to the next couple.
All right. I'm going to go with Clint and Gina. That's the next I wrote the least about.
Yeah, I didn't see this is the couple I wrote the absolute least about.
Okay. So when they were sitting down, they talked about Gina's new salon, and apparently Clint was not feeling the fact that they were talking about her salon much.
It was funny. He was like, yeah, I know she talks about work, but I want to get into the other stuff, which I get, but you also got to understand where she's coming from. It's like she actually started, she didn't start her salon, but she started a new place with her salon. Like
doing
I think,
build out.
And so, I mean, like that's the only thing that's been going on with her.
That's the biggest thing going on in your life. That's what you're going to talk about. If people bring up things, and usually your friends, that's the thing that they have the most questions about because they know that that's something really big that you're working on. I get it. I don't know if maybe he should have asked better questions that would have been able to get her away from work conversations.
Of course.
That's what I'm obviously leaning towards. Ask better questions.
Ask better questions.
Because you are going to go directly into whatever the big thing in a person's life is. And
you can't help that.
That's a major thing.
Right.
To like own a salon and actually start from a complete blank slate is a lot. There's a lot of money put into that. And then a lot of newer salons have like an aesthetic that they're going about building. So her having to think about every single part of what that's going to look like is a lot. And it's like this is the big thing going on in your life outside of getting married. You want to share those things with him. Not saying she shouldn't turn it off, just saying ask more questions.
Yeah. We did find out that she hasn't been in a relationship for the past 5 years. Like it's been 5 years, or he found out. I think we knew that already.
I can't remember what we knew and didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They what's his name? Clint. Clint looks like Chuck Norris to me.
He does. A glazed over Chuck Norris, because like his eyes just don't be seeming to follow the conversation.
Man, did you notice like when her friends were talking to him, asking if they were gonna have sex and stuff? I felt like they were drunk.
They were.
Like the one friend was completely in his face. I was like, man, you need to step back a little bit, man.
I actually made notes about that. I said when he talked to her bridesmaids, the bridesmaids were far more agreeable with everything that he said than any of the other couples were. It was like whatever he said, they were just eating it up. It was like, Uh-huh. And you're like, girls, stop.
it. Let it go. L-I-G it.
But yeah, one of them was definitely drunk. Like, she was like, open bar.
Yep. I'm gonna
test the limits. How open is it? But that was the last thing that I wrote for them was about, oh no. They talked about having sex that night, and one of the friends, the drunk friend, was like, no, Clint, no.
How she said, what's up?
And he said that in his younger years, I was trying to remember the phrase that he used. He said in his younger years, he was more sex driven.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's trying to take a different approach to it this time, huh?
Yeah.
That's understandable, man. Can't help it.
No, him and Gina gonna be beefing.
They gonna be clapping cheeks.
No, they gonna be beefing.
Yeah, the previews, I'm curious to hear what he said about women and their bodies.
Oh, they played it.
I'm just saying, like, the whole lead up, climax.
How did we get here?
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, that's all I have for Clint and Gina. Do you have anything else?
No, nothing else.
All right. Kirsten, not Kristen.
Yeah.
And Shaquille. She don't like him.
Yeah, she's looking at every reason to... She's picking... like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the stupidest things. Like, he's bald. I didn't like that. He didn't ask me to kiss me, so I gave him my cheek. But everything else seems to be cool. Like, at the dinner, they seem to be... really congealing with each other and starting to enjoy each other. They're laughing.
She speaks with pursed lips, like
I didn't even pay attention to that.
I noticed that last episode when I was not paying full attention.
Mm-hmm.
So her friends asked him why did he do Married at First Sight, and he basically said that he's a praying guy and God showed him signs, and that's why he continued on that journey. I hate that people act like the other person is crazy for doing Married at First Sight, like they friend didn't do the same thing.
Right.
Like, he ain't any more crazy than her.
So were they the ones that was talking about, we're not going to grill you today, but tomorrow we're going to like really get into you? Because I didn't like that.
I think that was Jasmine's people.
Oh, it was?
I think. Not for certain.
Okay.
But I think it was Jasmine's people.
For the record,
I do remember that.
For the record, I personally didn't like that for whoever it was. It's hard to say about these guys. Like, we find out that because she gave him the cheek because he didn't ask if he was bald. Stupid. Then she's like, oh, he's educated. Oh, he's family oriented. Oh, he's this.
She's looking at the potential for their household.
Yeah.
More so than his character as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that I know or understand his character, but it seems like she had a build a man checklist.
Yeah.
And she's just checking off the boxes as they come.
Not build a man.
And yeah, that's kind of where she is. I don't think she likes him. I don't think that there's much of anything that he's going to be able to do to change that.
Mm-hmm.
He can just continue being himself. I also will apologize. I'm not sure how hot these mics are. But
I don't think they in there.
Okay, I would say our children are in the back room with my mom making a lot of noise.
I'm like, man, I've been up since 3. I ain't studied nothing they said. But no, like her friends aren't 100% sold on him. One of them was saying that that she's not 100% sold on him, and he's basically, she was like, he sounds like a politician when he was sitting down with her friends, saying what they wanted to hear, saying everything that sounds good and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He had his friend when they were all just sitting around the table. He was like,
"You gonna hit that?
You gonna hit that, man?"
No, brother, he is not.
Right, he's definitely not getting the draws. But I just wish, I don't remember what his answer was.
He said, oh, he didn't answer. I think he was like, no, and then they kind of talked about the kiss.
Yeah. Yeah, then they moved right into that.
The swerve of the kiss, and they were like, I thought that was different. And I was like...
He's really doing a good job at sweetening up that. But I think if her issue is he didn't ask for it, she needs to tell him that. Mm-hmm. Hey, you didn't ask to kiss me.
Myself personally, Artieka here. Yeah. I think that if I'm crazy enough to do Married at First Sight, I should at least be crazy enough to not expect that a person's going to read my mind.
Yeah,
It's that easy.
It's very simple as to, figure that part out. But I think she's holding that against him. And I'm like, why? Why would he know to ask you to kiss him? And you didn't ask him if he could kiss you, if you could kiss him.
The pastor said, kiss your bride.
Right.
He was just doing what he was told to do.
But it's funny though, they brought up friend zone. And my thinking behind that was it's too fast to be friend zone. Like there's no opportunity there.
Now you can put people in friend zone fast.
I mean, they literally just met. They don't even know if they're gonna know if
they like the same music.
Yeah, they like, are we gonna be able to go to something, like even be friends? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, this way too early to be talking about friend zone. Maybe next week when they're at the honeymoon and they spent the night with each other and
twice.
Right. So that's the thing about that.
She told her friends that she still doesn't know if she's going to kiss him tonight, like when they get back to the hotel room. Yeah. I was like, all right, Alyssa.
Right.
She's just not as outright like, I don't like him, I'm not attracted to him, I'm gonna cry. But she's acting like Alyssa a little bit. Mm-hmm. Anywho, they're very interesting to me, but I'm interested to see how this story unfolds.
Yeah.
Who would you like to do next? I'll give you the choice of who goes last.
We can go with Jasmine and Airris.
Okay. So,
I don't have much to say about Dominique and Mack.
With last or next?
Yeah, just last.
Okay, so Dominique and Mackenzie are next.
No.
Jasmine and Airris are next.
Yeah.
Okay. His cousin's still a hater.
Yeah, they continued on with the conversation of her hating on him.
Like, girl.
Like on top of him being nervous, her saying, well, this is a bad idea, this is a bad idea, this is a bad idea, is not conducive to his nervousness, his anxiousness.
Right. Saying it's a bad idea, telling me I don't need to do this. Like, why are you here?
I'm not ready for this and stuff like that. It's like, please leave.
Please stop.
Please leave, man.
I can't remember why I wrote this down, but I said they got married and the pastor is very animated. It was something that he did that I was like, okay.
I don't know.
All right, pastor. We did find out that she breeds golden doodles. She says she has 4 dogs. Well, turns out she got 13 at the house.
Yeah.
Because she's got a litter of puppies.
Yeah.
Now, I have to step back because people are like, she got 14 dogs. That was the first thing my mama said to me.
Was it?
Yeah. Because remember, I walked out of the room when that part came up. And when I came back, she was like, tell her how many dogs she got. So it's to be expected if you breed dogs that there are always going to be puppies at your house.
Yeah.
Not to say that you're not always looking for a home for these puppies, but there are always going to be puppies at your house if you are a dog breeder. It just is what it is. And that's just where we are. Yes. I see. What do you want me to do? You need some shoes. Oh, okay. I like your hair. You go let grandma finish it. Okay. I'll see you later. Okay. Yes, I'm leaving that in.
Okay. I think that's gonna be an issue for him. I think he's gonna.
He said, "I got a ready-made family." It's like I got like a wife, and then I got a whole bunch of puppy kids.
Right. I think he's. I think they can get past it, but I think it's gonna be a.
I think 4 dogs is excessive.
I definitely think 4 dogs is excessive for one person.
But I also understand saying I have 9 puppies that I have not sold yet.
Yeah. So my question is, does he ask her to like stop? Like, is that okay to ask?
That's a means of income.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All right, Lily, go ahead.
So his cousin, I can't remember her name, Felina.
I don't remember.
Whatever. She talks to Jasmine and she feels like all of Jasmine's answers are pageant girl answers, which is also the same thing that basically Kirsten's friend said about Shaquille. Like they're pre-planned answers. Like it sounds good. Yeah. Like I rehearsed these in the mirror. I don't know if Jasmine's answers are pageant girl answers or not, but they got 8 weeks at this. Like, let these folks live.
Let these people try and see what they can do. Just because it's like, stop being so negative at this whole situation. It's done. It's a done deal. They're married at this point. So if you can't do anything that's helpful, just don't say nothing.
Right. I get where she's coming from, because you're coming from a place of I have to voice my opinion.
Yeah.
To make sure that you're not going to end up in something crazy and I didn't say my piece. However, you saying a lot of your piece and you messing with my piece. Stop.
Right. Because at the end of the day, let's say that they, stick to it and stuff like that, and she still acts the same, she's going to be excommunicated from him because I decided to say yes. And my wife is not agreeing with you.
Right.
You're causing more damage than you are being helpful. So I have to remove you from the situation. So there's a ruined relationship there.
Lily's back, y'all. Yes. We're recording. Okay.
Let us finish, man.
Yeah. Will you go check on your brother? Okay. Thank you. So, she asked her friends asked her to rate him. She says he's a 9.5 because nobody's perfect. And then his friends asked him to rate her on a scale of 1 to 10. Saying 10 was Beyonce.
He said an 8.
And he said an 8. And then he was like, I got a wife. My wife has to be a 10.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good answer. And that made me pose the question. Who is your celebrity 10? I put you on the spot, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't know. You?
I'm not a celebrity.
You're a celebrity in my book. You're the only star I see.
Gone somewhere with that. Anyways, they asked him what was his ideal night tonight, and he said, get on your knees.
Nah, they said if he had control of everything, and if you could control it, what would you say? He was like, get on your knees. I was like, dang, okay.
That is rather aggressive for somebody you do not know.
Getting straight to it, huh?
Look, for somebody you do not know, because we love to throw the stranger word out on this show.
Yeah, for sure.
For somebody you don't know, that's rather aggressive. And
yeah,
that's it.
Last couple.
All right. So Mackenzie and Dominique. Mackenzie talks about moving out of Taylor's parents' home and settling down. His mom tells him that she wishes he had taken the more traditional route.
Yeah.
His mom and his sister talk to Dominique. And his sister says that she supported him in this matter from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dominique's mama sits down with McKinley and says, you know Dominique's biracial, right? And we black.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
His grandmama gonna have an issue with that.
And I was like, if his grandmama was racist, he wouldn't tell you today.
That's a fair question.
He wouldn't tell her, though, that his grandma racist.
No matter if he would tell her or not, it's a matter of, I'm putting you on notice that we don't play that mess. Because I'm pretty sure her mom, Dominique's mom, had to deal with something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because of, Dominique,
her daddy not being black.
So, that's, to me, I get it. I didn't mind that. And then the grandma was just sitting there like,
Nobody looks at Mima as a bigot.
Yeah. Nobody tells her that. But being able to say, are you man enough to stand up to that? Is essentially what the question comes to.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think that was a fair question. And I think that, she picked the right time to ask that question. The fact that they put it on TV.
I would have thought they would have been like a after the wedding,
maybe tomorrow.
Yeah,
type
the tomorrow brunch.
But I feel like, I can see it going to the brunch conversation. But just having that conversation right there, we're talking, and you are a stranger. I don't know you. Just tell me. Make sure let me know if are you guys racist.
And again,
that's essentially what she was asking.
That
are
they
you all
grandma
racist?
racist.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
His answer is going to be no, but, we'll find out.
We will.
Type of deal.
Y'all, Lily is running here at least 10 times. I know the stomping is probably being picked up, if not the noise.
Yeah.
And the camera shaking. Because she is stomping.
Yeah, we're going to let you guys see Lily today because we never let you guys see Lily. I always be thinking about like, man, we never put Lily in the videos. It's always quiet.
We always record when Lily is napping, except for now. And my mom is doing her hair / warming up food. So.
Yeah. So Lily's first opportunity to get away. Come in here with us. She ran in here
32 times.
What y'all doing?
Anywho, do you have a question?
No, not for
okay,
them.
so I'm going to use the same question from Jasmine and Airris. Who is your 10 on a scale of 1 to 10 celebrity crush?
I'm honestly not
Come
sure.
here, Lily. Tell everybody hi. Hi. Say hi. No, don't,
She breathing hard because she been running back and forth.
That was Nemo.
Okay, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
All right, bye-bye.
She'll be back in 10, 15 seconds. Yeah, I don't know my 10, man. But I'm crazy about Jill Scott. But,
okay.
She would be I think she's a 10, but, I don't know. I feel like,
Okay, we'll take Jill Scott as your answer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys haven't, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell, and comment down below who your
man, it's been one of them weeks, man.
Yeah.
Join us in the morning because we're gonna do this again in the morning for our coffee break.
8:30 Eastern.
8:30 Eastern. And we should have a lot of fun with that. So a lot of stuff has been going on.
But if I'm awake.
Yeah, if Artieka's awake, I'll be up. It's a lot of stuff has been going on this week, so it should be an interesting conversation. Anything else? If all minds and hearts are clear.
Thank you, Deacon. All right, y'all. Bye.
Peace.